this is Windows 11 installed without the use of a TPM 2.0 module. Everything is centered, has that new Windows logo, and to prove that, we'll head to settings, about, as you can see, Windows 11 Pro, the latest, well, at this time of recording, and this has been installed since October. So I've been on Windows 11 since October. Now we'll be hitting the Windows update and check. And as the time of recording, I can see there's an update available. Let me just check for in case there's another update. Two new updates. Interesting. So now I'll be downloading and installing both. I'll be fast forwarding the video so things could be more snappier for the purpose of the video. So from here, I get a pop-up message saying that the update is more or less complete. So for the purpose of this video, I will be restarting and continue with the next segment. So the update has been completed. To test that out, we would like to go to the update history. And you can see I've been updating this software for ever since I was on it, since October. And so, yeah, it has deleted some history, as you can see. Definition updates. These have been security updates that Windows likes to post. And basically, we are now going to verify using an app which Microsoft built themselves called PC Health Check, which I'll now show you. And for your convenience, I'll be putting every single link in the description below so that you can easily navigate into the steps I'll be taking. So I'll be using 64-bit since my operating system is 64-bit. Just choose where you want to save it. Open it after it has finished downloading. And there you have it. Just check now. As you can see, my motherboard doesn't have a TPM module. However, other things are ticked. It is supported for Windows 11. However, use the Windows 11 Assistant Manager. So this is why I will be using an ISO file, tricking it to make sure that the software can install without checking the need if a TPM module is present. So if you're watching this and you're already in this step with being on Windows 10, I will now revert back to Windows 10 and basically download the ISO file through there in the next segment of the video. So as you can see, I have reverted back to Windows 10. It's a fresh install. There's really nothing much. I have installed additional softwares that I'll be using in order to continue with the process. All links in the description will be down below. So let's get forth. To test this out, as you know, I just installed additional things just to make the OS operational. To prove it, I will open settings and we will head down to about. And as you can see, it is Windows 10 Pro and I installed it on the day of recording. So we will now check one last time of my PC health check. I had previously installed before the recording. Check now, see results. As you can see, still the same message, which is fine. Now we will need to manually download the Windows 11 ISO. I recommend using that to make this video useful and without the use of an update system manager. So again, open our browser and we would search Windows 11 ISO download. Or ISO anyway works. I recommend you check out the one from Microsoft under software downloads. And you will be taken here. And basically we are looking for the ISO, not installation assistant. That will check for the TPM inside our motherboard. So for the purpose of this video, I recommend looking for the ISO. Rather choose English to be comfortable in that. (64-bit) and there we go, and then it starts. So for the purpose of this video, I already have downloaded the file, so which means I do not need this, or rather cancel. So as stipulated in the previous frame, I had earlier mentioned I had downloaded this from the get-go. So for this, to unzip it, you can use any software you desire, such as 7-zip or WinZip. But for me, I choose to have WinRAR. Just extract this. Extract it to, let me extract it to the desktop. I would create a new folder for just convenience sake. And finish extracting. Perfect. Once it has successfully unzipped, open the folder or wherever you extracted your file, and let's just test to what would actually happen if we were to run this as it is. Just accept the permissions. Yes. And check updates. That took a good minute of waiting. It's probably running in the background. Before you even run this, as for such sakes, you don't have to restart or install any other drivers or whatever the case may be in terms of where your setup is currently in the Windows version. You can just skip straight to where we are. So unfortunately, I get a message that my PC must support this TPM. So we just cancel that normally. Give it a few minutes. So now we were just required to open our folder again. So under sources, the subfolder sources. So inside here, we are looking for upraisers. Excuse my pronunciation. But what would you do? Right click, open with. Just make my life simple. So as I said before, we will need to remove every single script that involves the word TPM in it. So for Control F for shortcut, and we are looking for TPM. It doesn't have to be case sensitive as long as it has TPM in it. There's our first one. I need you guys to remove the whole thing. And that is everything. So just close that. I recommend saving this so we can override. So what we would need to do, we would need to re-extract our file again. Ooh, I made a mistake there. My apologies. I'm supposed to have selected that. Yes to all. So what we would need to do, we have already set up originally before the changes were made. Now we need this edited one. Just copy it, Control C works as well. Open that, go inside and paste it, replace it. We have previously tested what might happen if we were to run this before we involved this DLL file. So now just accept the permission. Next. Let's close this. Normally takes a minute. Just accept the EULA. Check updates. Remember on the first try before we involved this DLL file. We necessarily didn't get to this step. So when this happens, just know you're on the right track. To make things a bit quickly, I will be letting the updates run and basically install Windows 11 after a reboot and install. Windows 11 is now successfully installed after a fresh reboot. I will now be opening the settings to confirm. As you can see, updates will work as well. And now everything should be the way they were as the video started. And basically we've reached a conclusion to the video. A sub to the channel would be much appreciated. Hopefully someone out there will find this video helpful. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.